Facebook groups, where do you start? One of my moderators is a very light Facebook user, and he's never been in Facebook groups. So I asked him specifically to take 2 or 3 Facebook groups on reactive and aggressive dogs and join them, and just sit there and read. Don't say a word, but just sit there and read. He was absolutely appalled and disgusted by what he's seen, and so am I. There's nobody asking questions in these groups, and in order to understand why a dog is acting out, one needs to ask some bloody questions. This is the reality. If you want a diagnosis, if you need to understand what to work on, it takes questions to try to understand the dog. Picture this. If a person, I don't know how many times I've read, an owner has a pit bull showing aggression. I guarantee you within the first 5 comments, there's going to be a dog owner piping up saying, oh, my dog trainer says it's genetic, kill the dog. I couldn't imagine allowing that in my group. You got a bunch of dog owners who got problem dogs of their own that couldn't find their own ass with a map because all they do is follow dog training, recommending and giving advice to other dog owners that doesn't work for them. This is what these dog training groups are doing. And all through these dog training groups, they're recommending euthanasia, especially in positive reinforcement and purely positive groups. I'm seeing memes in these groups. Sometimes behavioral euthanasia is just the right thing to do. What is a behavior? What is aggression? What is a reactivity? A behavior is your body's response to something in the environment. What is aggression and reactivity? It's the fight or flight response. What causes fight and flight? Cortisol and adrenaline. But kill your dog for behaviors, right? Kill your dog for aggression. Why is the cortisol and adrenaline exist? Why is the cortisol and adrenaline causing the behaviors in the first place? But yet nobody seems to ask questions. That's the reality. Any admin and mod in these groups, you gotta be a sadist. You must enjoy watching dog trainers or dog owners themselves ripping each other apart. You got dog owners that are vested in positive reinforcement, which is pure crap anyway. It's a complete misrepresentation of what positive reinforcement is. And then you got the other side of balanced. And they're ripping each other apart. They're fighting. If I go into Facebook groups and I say anything bad about balanced training, Lord, you're automatically positive reinforcement, you get attacked as a positive reinforcement trainer. I don't do quadrants at all. If I mention something bad about positive reinforcement, all of a sudden you're an e-collar user, you're an abuser. This is what's going on because there's only dog training. That's all that's there. And there's no winning in this game. This shit needs to stop. Any admin and moderator in these groups, you need to hang your head in shame. Okay? I could not imagine having a shit show in my group that goes on elsewhere, but yet there's a whole lot of people. There's trainers that come into my group, there's dog owners that come into my group, and they try to bring that same bullshit, that same negativity, the same arrogance and everything else into the group. And they try to infect the group, and they get out. I could not imagine. I've had dog owners come in and recommend other people, other dog owners, to kill their dog. They're giving the boot right quick, because I'm not tolerating that shit. And I'm not going to have another dog owner tolerating that shit in my group. That's the reality. But yet this shit goes on. How many dogs are being killed because of these groups? And nobody's helping nobody. You show me any group out there with any freaking success stories. You show me any venue that's positive reinforcement that has had any success whatsoever. You're using treats on behavior. You show me any group that's had any success using e-collars and prongs, crates and muzzles and everything else. What they're doing right now as a general group, they're not promoting the proper breed exercise, the breed specific needs. No, they're promoting all the tools of control and management. And they're calling the aggression as a result genetic. Here's the problem. They have you suppressing your dog's genetics. You are the one suppressing your dog's genetics. Just about every breed of dog was bred to freaking exist, to chase something. But dogs today, they don't get chased. They don't get that mental blow up the lines exercise. Huskies need to drag a sled. Huskies need to run, so do Malamutes. But they never do. If you got a German Shepherd or an Aussie Shepherd or a Border Collie, if you sit there and think that they're going to be happy with 2 walks a day and a fucking toy in a crate, you shouldn't own a dog. That's the reality. But that's what they're telling you to do. They're telling you to suppress your dog's genetics, to create the very behaviors that you're trying to avoid. Oh, your dog is excited? Just redirect it to more excitement. Feed him a treat, give him a toy. My advice is get rid of all the freaking toys. They shouldn't exist in the first place. But that's all they're promoting, is excitement. I always ask dog owners what you want from your dog. Number 1 answer, I just want an overall calm dog. Overall calm dogs are never a problem. Overall calm dogs can make the right choices. But yet everybody's telling you to keep your dog amped up. Excitement, excitement, excitement. I'm eating dogs that are running 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. They can't shut down. They're like a freight train running around. They need to get that out of their system. Now you take that dog and stick it on a freaking leash that's already running the hot of the 7, and I guarantee he's going to be outside trying to eat the freaking world. Because he needs some hardcore bloody exercise to blow out the lines. But nobody's pushing that. But they're all calling me the asshole. These groups on Facebook need to be shut down because they're causing the death of a whole lot of dogs, man. And people need to stop. Get out of these freaking groups. Come into mine. We'll actually ask you questions. We'll actually diagnose your dog. If you're willing to have a discussion, come into the group and read all the success stories. Read the dog owner success stories yourself. We've had trainers come in there, and all they do is grandstand. And then they realize they're in the group of people that they expect to hire them. They just shit on the entire group of people that they expect to hire them. And then they end up leaving in shame. Okay? Any dog trainers that come into the group, we're going to ask you questions. If you can't answer basic freaking questions like what is a behavior, what is positive reinforcement, what is operant conditioning, then you're getting the fuck out. Because you don't belong in the behavior ring at all. But these trainers come in and they try to grandstand. And they're only making an asshole of themselves in front of a group of dog owners that have already had success, the ones that fired these dog trainers. Go into the group, Radical Behaviorism for Dog Aggression and Reactivity, and see it for yourself. And you show me any other venue that's doing a diagnosis, that's actually talking to dog owners and having a discussion, and has the success stories that group has. But yet they're calling me an asshole, they're scared shitless of this group. And there's a reason for it.